there's a theme with the thumbnails.
Yeah, let's see if you can pick up on it.
There's a theme, but I also want to point out something, Marcus.
Yes.
I like what you've done here.
What did I do here? I don't even know what I did here.
So it's like a scale of skin color as you go across the So
you know, I'm taking no credit on that one. I'm taking no credit on that one. That's 100% an accident.
I think if you were to go, who's going to get stopped by the police? You go right where Paul Heyman is, and just in the middle. And then I think Bron Breakker and you are going to stop for a stop and search.
Yeah, Bron Breakker would get stopped, and then she's sorry, Mr. Breakker. I didn't realize your name was Steiner. You're free to go, sir. You, on the other hand, well, you look like someone that we last seen at a crime scene.
So
you were suspect number one.
So Sami chooses death.
Yep. I mean, he had a choice.
Pat chooses also death.
Yes. Man got up on that table, on Gunther's table, you might add, and start cutting a promo about his whole life and what kind of man he is and whatnot. And all I got from that is Gunther's gonna slap the shit out of you.
I hope he gets his whole team.
Oh, I can only pray. I can only beg.
Even AJ Hawk, I don't even care if he was a Packer for you, Marcus. He could get it too.
Yeah, he get the business too. Fuck him.
Look at this hate. Look. There's a vein coming from her eye. From the
look at
neck.
That. As red as Bron Breakker. Look at her.
From the head. She's big. I don't, Marcus. If I'm in a public place and I see like this, I see a white woman like this, I'm backing out.
Yeah, backing out. She won. You win. Hellfire coming.
I don't want to be part of no video.
You know, they were comparing Becky Lynch to Hulk Hogan. This image really does solidify it. The darkness of skin, the rage of which I can imagine. This is Hogan whenever he saw Brooke Hogan with a black man. This ends tonight. You do not do this.
Did Jimmy send you a video about Hogan the other day, or did you just send it to me?
He managed to send it to you, but then again, I don't check my messages.
But it's incredible. I'm gonna have to during the show. I will get it and I will put it up. It is incredible. I was gonna save it for
NWO video, is it?
No. I was gonna save it for Try Not to Laugh, but I think this breaks Try Not to Laugh, and it needs to be on the show separately.
Oh wow.
Because I don't like this. This is you should have put a giant X when you made this one because I hated it all.
I didn't need it. I'm like, okay, this is I guess it's good for them, but I'm not into it at all. Logan's winning. Logan's winning.
No, he ain't.
He's winning. Give it to Logan.
No.
All right.
Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I am, of course, the racially ambiguous Lord Manny Hayes. And over there,
it's the obviously black.
I don't know if he's still got a suspect bank account, but that guy's over there.
Man, this bank account is very suspect. In fact, it's on the run.
On the run?
My bank account's on the run. I don't even know what that means. It's on the run.
On the run?
Yeah, my accountant is already skipping town. Like, we're done here. We have to go. Threw his papers in his briefcase and just start running down the street. So we shred these documents.
I always love that moment in shows when that happens. We're gonna shred everything. They come in.
Shred everything quick. Well, AEW did it with the Young Bucks, so we still haven't got to follow up on why them and Okada was shredding documents in the back.
Do you really need it? Do you really need it?
I kind of would like to know. I kind of want a conclusion of what could they have been doing. But they were just getting the hell out of there. Shredding documents. Let's go.
Good morning, evening. May Hulk Hogan get bit by a scorpion walk. Do you just have a list of things that could potentially harm Hulk Hogan or humans?
Yeah, but scorpions harm everybody, though. Scorpions harm everybody.
Marcus, at what point during your day do you think, oh, you know what, a scorpion's gonna come get me today?
You know what? More often than you think.
Walking out
You
of a
don't just be
grocery
looking at
store.
your trash can and going, you know what? If I'm going to throw this away, a scorpion can just jump at me and just be like,
No, I don't think like that.
Yeah, just hit you with that. Some of that.
Also, I don't live in the desert where a scorpion may be.
Yeah. No.
Miami versus Cleveland could have been an email. Am I the problem, or are people more annoying today?
No. I say this.
It's probably a bit of both.
Yeah, I'm in America, so and I'm sure you're here too. People are very annoying right now.
Yeah, but okay. Seeing as he spoke about Hulk Hogan, I have the clip.
Oh, he's back. All right.
But this is to Jimmy. This is thanks to Jimmy who sent this to us.
I thought I was dating Negro guys.
What?
Feelings came out, he just couldn't hide. Hey, Negro man, if you are not still, it's not your guy. To him, you're not a man unless you live in white. Hogan is black Americans, and then he puts up with Mexicans. Hogan is black Americans, fights for just whites, fights for just whites.
That is not fair.
Once again, thank you, Jimmy, for sending that to me. That when I saw that brightened up my day.
You know, if you are just listening to this on the podcast form, please go to YouTube and check that video out. I mean, Hogan ripping the rock is dirty business. That was before we knew he was racist. It's even worse when you go back. That suplex was nasty too. I don't know what happened there. Hogan was like, "I'm not bumping for you." Piece of shit.
There's not much news out there, really. I mean,
Hogan and
there's
Bischoff
TNA
are
stuff.
threatening the world again.
Yeah,
TNA
but that's
stuff.
a podcast, and I ain't gonna listen to it.
You sure? It's not going to be into your Rolodex podcast. You know Hogan's going to say some bullshit. It's going to be an utter fucking lie.
Yeah,
And someone's going to have to call him out on it.
Yeah, someone will call him out. I don't need to watch the whole thing. Someone will clip it, and then I'll find it somewhere. I don't need to watch the whole thing, Marcus. I got too much. I spend too much time watching other nonsense.
Yeah, his first guest better be Booker T. Otherwise, I'm out. In fact, I want all black guests from him just to try to hear his history and just be like, "So, brother, what I mean by that? Say it again, Hogan. Say it again."
It'd be the Hulk Hogan apologies apology.
Yes. It's him showing contrition. I'm so sorry. He just starts crying. I'm sorry, brother.
That was
it's
all
crashing
Terry
down,
Bollea's
ain't it,
fault.
Hogan? It's crashing down, isn't it?
That was all Terry Bollea's fault, not Hulk Hogan.
Terry Bollea is racist. Hulk Hogan's not. Hulk Hogan hangs around Mr. T and Dennis Rodman. Terry Bollea hangs around Hitler.
Oh, all right. Raw.
Yes, now that we're done talking about racists, let's get to Raw.
Should we just do this whole thing as one gigantic chunk? Because this is the entire show.
Ooh. Let's go with the chunky. Let's go with the chunky bit. Let's see. Let's go chunky.
Seth Rollins comes out there with Bron Breakker. Seth Rollins is wearing like a $13,500.
Yes, a rope. It looks like the rope that Swerve and who stole the rope from him? And Ricochet fought over. Yeah, the embassy robe. It looked like he stole the embassy robe and was
but the
like,
embassy robe
it's not good enough. It ain't this. Yeah,
the embassy robe did not cost that much.
No. This is like a more expensive embassy robe.
He says the future of the industry with Paul Heyman and Bron Breakker runs through Seth. Sami Zayn comes out, says that's a lot of crap. Suggests how is Seth any different to CM Punk and Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman by his side? Sami says maybe Seth was just jealous because he wanted to be in the position they were in. Seth says stand in their way, and whoever stands in their way becomes a target, and suggests a move for him away from Raw to go to SmackDown, and
Yes.
everything will be fine.
We're offering you asylum. We're offering you peace here. This is our peace offering. Run away or we'll kill you.
And then Paul goes in there and tries to sweeten the deal.
OG bloodline.
Yeah, he did the OG bloodline thing. It's like, I respected when you left the bloodline for your reasons. Maybe one day you'll respect the reasons why I had to do what I had to do. Paul reveals Bron Breakker is the key to their plans. And says if Sami accepts the move to SmackDown, he instantly gets a title match after Backlash.
How does that work? How does that work? Who did he negotiate that with? It's just Sami and Nick Aldis? Does Adam Pearce not get a say in this? I know he was out this week. Does he not get a say in this deal?
Apparently, he spoke to all of them already.
It's ridiculous.
It's collusion.
Why does he give me one different? Sami ain't won a match in like 2 years.
Yeah, but this is a favor, Mark. This is a favor. You got to pull some strings to get that. You don't know what Paul had to do to get that done. You don't know what Paul had to do to get that done.
Who knows? Who knows? I don't want to know. People are fighting for Paul Heyman. Who knows what he does?
Karrion Kross makes his appearance wearing the Sami Zayn man bun. Tells Sami he hopes he makes the correct decision tonight.
Hope you do something with your life, Square. I understand you had this big speech on after WrestleMania or in between WrestleManias or whatever the hell that happened, but nothing changed. You're in the same position you've been in, where you come in and you whisper in someone's ear, and then nothing ever comes of it. I'm just saying, Cross, do something.
And then we get Seth Rollins come out again with Sami Zayn at the towards the end of the show. Mm-hmm. Seth says more propaganda to Sami, essentially.
It's more bullshit. Come on, Sami. Come on.
Sami retorts with, I will not be threatened.
I will not be threatened. You were threatening me. I will not be threatened. I just felt like I was in some comedy movie. With what's his name from Always Sunny? Charlie. I feel like Charlie was just screaming, you're not threatening me. You're not threatening me. You're threatening me.
I think all of them could have done that.
Yeah.
All of them in that show could have at one point done that.
Yes.
Very paranoid, very schizo.
My feeling's very Charlie here to be like, don't threaten me. This is a threat. This is a threat. This is a threat.
And then Bron Breakker decides to kill Sami Zayn, who didn't even come dressed for a fight.
Yeah. So they have this match. I didn't realize it was going to be a match. I don't know where I lost that. I just had that he's rejected, and it was like, oh, I guess we're in a match because your boy Nick Aldis was being corrupt and running both the show and didn't care about the well-being of the Raw superstars or roster. Sami just wrestled. And then Sami got murdered because he got speared like 900 times.
Yeah, and then Seth ended the show by saying, if you want to be a top guy, he made his bed. Now he has to live in it, and then curb stomps him.
Yeah, jumped on his face.
I will not, Marcus. I will not ever be curb stomped by a man wearing moccasins. Never let that happen to me.
Manny, the odds of that happening to you, though.
You better be wearing boots and socks. I am not being stomped by a man barefoot.
I tell you this, Manny. If I'm in a fight and I'm getting my ass kicked and I'm crawling and groveling, and someone jumps in my face, I'm happy he put me out of my misery.
Nah, it's how you went out. It's how you went out. And who's gonna do?
I'm dead. I'm already dead.
Who's gonna retell your legacy? It'd be me.
Who lives, who died, who tells his story? No.
You know how he went
like
out? Tatanka stomped him out.
I don't want to. That should be the question. If you die, what wrestler do you not want to be the one to kill you? That people tell that story. Manny's just Tatanka. He did the dance and everything. I would hate to die to the Dusty Rhodes flip flap and flub as he hit me at the elbow, and I was like, that was it? I died from that? So goofy.
You know what? If that happened though, you'd have to have some kind of Mortal Kombat finish where your head explode or something.
Yeah, I have to really go out. Like my neck has to cave in and explode or something when he hits it. Finish you. No.
So we go back to the top of the show. Rhea Ripley took on Roxanne Perez, which, you know what? This match was really good till it ended in DQ, where Rhea Ripley was going for the Riptide, and Julia decides, fuck you.
Yeah. First of all, Rhea Ripley get the strike.
Why?
She is always distracted and has a difficult time with Japanese women. And Julia came out there and she seemed totally. Julia didn't do anything. Julia didn't do anything technically until she interrupted the end of the match. She was just standing there, and Rhea was like, "Get out of here!" I'm like, "Say,
wouldn't you be distracted by a Japanese woman on the outside?"
That's a different case, okay? It's a different case.
How? We don't know what Rhea Ripley's into.
Buddy Murphy.
Yeah, but they could have a.
That's big, bulky man who can't reach and grab his back of his neck or something.
On the Chris Van Vliet, he had an interview with Chris Van Vliet today, but I only saw the reel of it. Mm-hmm. And they were commenting on the photos of Rhea Ripley with him standing in the background all the time.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Are you purposely doing this on purpose now?" And he was like, "Well, the first one was I was in line for a sub. And I'm not losing my place in line just so this person can have a picture."
Yeah, man. But yeah, so distraction happened with Julia and all that, and I feel like it's been a long time since I've seen a match where someone just worked the leg. I'm just gonna work the leg the entire time, and that's what Roxanne brought to Rhea this week. I'm working the leg. It's an old-fashioned. I'm gonna just do every leg move. I don't have a leg spin. I don't have a leg submission finish at all, but I'm gonna work on that leg.
Yeah, but if you do that, it takes away the power game from Rhea.
Yeah,
that's why you do it.
Plant her knee for the pin. She couldn't plant her knee for that pin. Yeah,
she ain't gonna get me. She ain't gonna get me up for the Riptide long enough to do enough damage. She ain't gonna get the she ain't gonna get the most impact from slamming me into the ground if I leg hurt.
Yep, it may give out. Yes, Roxanne may weigh 80 pounds, but it may give out.
Io makes the attack. Julia and Roxanne attack Rhea Ripley after the DQ. Io makes the save. I don't know if you got this, depending on if you watched it on the VPN, but during a break, Io was interviewed. Apparently, Io's going to be on NXT tonight. Rhea says, Rhea walks up to Io, says, "I didn't need your help." Io says, "It looks like you did."
And she continues to lead in points. I don't like them being all buddy and shit, though.
Yeah, and then Rhea was like, "Well, looks like we're even," and then walks away.
I don't like this shit. Io, you have a faction. Damage control that still exists somehow, some way. You don't need to be teaming with Rhea. And I don't like that they just turned Bianca to the bad person in that match. Bianca did nothing wrong. And now they're all buddy on Raw, like, we can team up together, but as long as Bianca's not involved in this. She disrespected you for weeks, Io. Pie facing. I would have let Rhea get her ass beat. I may have jumped in on it. I would have jumped in on it.
And now Bianca's now exiled back to SmackDown.
Has to deal with her ghetto storyline of Naomi and Jade. Back to the ghetto you go.
Back to BT you go. The Judgment Day, JD explains why he came back and never got around to telling Finn. Finn just wants to be kept in the loop.
Cell phones.
There's no group chat.
There's no group chat in the Judgment Day. This man just show up and Finn's like, "What the fuck? You told me you're coming back?"
Then there is a tag match between the War Raiders versus Finn Balor and JD McDonough. I kind of love Kofi and Wood stating that Ivar was great when he was on his own and Eric is holding him back.
It's the truth. It's the truth. When he said it, I was like, oh man, they bringing out the canon now. It's the truth. Man's always doing great. Then Eric comes back from injury and it ruins his whole career. And same thing happened in Ring of Honor. Same thing happening to him in WWE.
Penta assists the War Raiders for the win. And then has the audacity to Penta walk across the announce desk.
I don't know if this is the most disrespectful thing in the history of Monday Night Raw, or if this is the coolest thing in the history of Monday Night Raw. Because he decided to do the walk. I died laughing. Going, why? Why, Penta?
Marcus,
what made you go? The walk is happening now on this table.
One is disrespectful. Two, to have the nerve and the audacity to go, I'm going to maximize my minutes here. Let me
Manny, this is LFG. And then they were like, Penta, you got 5 more minutes. What are you going to do? Well, I'm going to walk across the announcing table.
Marcus,
I don't know if that's time well spent, but it popped me. I died laughing.
Let me ask you a question. If Penta did that on LFG, which of the 4 judges is going to have a problem with him doing that?
Well, Bully brought a spike going, you ain't earned nothing to be doing that right now or something. Undertaker, I think it was kind of cool, but, that's not what we asked for. The dog's going crazy. The dog's going crazy. Mickey James would have a very neutral opinion, and Booker T would go, "Oh hell no, Jack."
It depends what mood you get him in. Depends what mood you get him in.
Yeah, or what team he's on. If it's on his team, look at him, man. Look at that strut, man.
Yeah, man. I taught him how to do that.
What are your responses? What do you think they're gonna say? What do you got?
I think Mickey would have loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Mickey loving it would have riled up Bully.
Yeah.
I think Undertaker would have felt disrespected. to the same level as when Holyfield was wearing the chain in the match.
Oh yeah. To
that level.
Well, he was just like, he need to take that off.
And then I think Booker would have liked it.
Yeah.
Booker can't say shit. He became a Spinneroonie guy.
Hey, when are we getting up to interference? They haven't taught interference yet. I want a good old fashioned interference class where you see all types of distractions.
That's not a thing. You don't teach that.
I want to see it. I want to see him teach it. It happens so much in WWE. I want to see you walking out to the ring like Julian did in the rematch and just being like, I exist. And then all of a sudden they're like, what the hell? What the hell?
I can't wait. I can't wait for Marcus's wrestling school, the Dastardly wrestling school, where you learn how to do all ridiculous things like stand on tables
and run-ins. Maximize your run-ins, maximize your speed. You don't have enough time to fuck around.
Penta wasn't maximizing his speed when he walked across that table. Oh Jesus!
Eric can't wait. Eric, just like he would, can't wait for Mickey to put her 2 black men together
against each other.
Against each other, yeah. That's what I meant to say. I didn't read it. I was distracted by Eric's image.
If Chris Island defeats that man, I'm gonna be furious.
Chris Island. There's just so many people. I don't know.
Eric, you can't say that.
The Dick Dastardly School of Professional Wrestling. Yeah, you cannot say that on YouTube, I don't think. He said Mandingo.
Logan Paul and Jey Uso had a thing. Jey Uso super kicks him. Logan gets his heat back later in the night and knocks him out.
Yep. That knockout came out of nowhere like a jump scare. Because I was like, why are we lingering on Jey for so long?
Because I knew the punch was coming.
Why are we going all up into his nostrils? Like the camera decided we're going to linger here. Jay's going to emote. We're going to zoom in up into his nostrils. So, and then just stay there for about a good 20 seconds, only for him to get.
Becky admits to taking out Bailey. Can I just say this mystery was solved in 2 weeks?
Yeah, it wasn't even a mystery. Like Becky said, it's not even a mystery. It was me, damn it. Clearly.
But she's
Bailey's
been
been attacking me for 6
2019.
years.
Not once has she apologized, the bitch.
You know what? I'm trying to recall her. I think Becky's over exaggerating here. Bailey has not attacked her for 6 years. Bailey was attacking Bianca for 6 years. I don't know how Bailey was able to multitask and get everybody.
Well, Bailey may have been attacking her since 2019. But I don't remember the 2019 because I swear she came back at SummerSlam to attack.
Yeah.
And
like, I'm trying to remember Hugger Bailey before she left. Was she attacking? I don't believe she was attacking her. Maybe with Mercedes. Maybe they were targeting Becky. I don't remember.
I don't remember that. But
was that how she became Becky 2 belts?
No, Becky 2 belts happened at WrestleMania with Charlotte and Ronda.
Yeah. So
what was it about this?
I don't know. I was still caught up into her bringing up since 2019 you've been attacking me, and I was apologized. And I'm going, maybe Bailey did have it coming. Like, and then you sided Lyra. You sided with my enemy. You know how much I hated her for 6 years. Like, honestly, she had a point. Like, Lyra don't team up with her. I've seen her attack me for 6 years. You keep taking me out.
And the quote is, and I tried to tell her to ditch that bitch. She never was gonna win those titles with Bailey. Lyra came out.
And she immediately said, I'm like a bird.
I want to fly away. I don't know where my soul is. I don't know where my home is.
But people say, I'm like a bird. And that was the whole promo. And that's going to be every time she comes out.
What she actually said didn't actually fully make sense. She said, everyone wondered about Becky, and the first one was Bailey, but she was distracted by being Irish tag team champions. But she sees it now. The illusion of Becky Lynch is dead. They got to fight at Backlash for the IC title. Lyra says she's a better wrestler than her. Lyra attacks Becky, but she gets a last attack.
Yeah, because she goes to put a rap and Becky's like, I'm tired of this shit. But Lyra, her mic work was not really good. Becky brought all the anger, hate, and energy to the world into this promo. And Lyra was Lyra was like
a vacuum and sucked it all out.
Yeah.
Gone.
What? I'm Lyra Valkyrie. I'm a bird. We were Irish birds. We could have been together. Get out of here. You teamed up with her enemy. You served them.
Chad Gable taunts Penta for him and his brother losing at WrestleMania, leading to Penta to kick him.
Penta said something that seemed that I didn't understand.
Put him a bendejo.
Yeah. Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah.
I feel like he didn't come in clear enough because I understand bendejo. But
he said it like twice.
Bendejo. No, but I feel like there was something. Yeah, I feel like he said something before there. I guess it may have just been bendejo twice. I was like, I don't know what he said there. Could have been but chose not to.
Rusev had a video package, said he lost himself, and then he fell into the abyss. But now he will hunt and fix people like he fixed himself.
This felt very Redeemer, but it didn't seem like he had the energy of a Redeemer. So he felt tired already. He felt tired of already like people wasting their talent. I'm like, this is what I'm going to
do. Stephanie Vaquer took on Ivy Nile. This was a solid match.
Yeah, she's just a regular here now. Yeah.
However, Pat McAfee and Michael Cole get struck.
Oh, yeah. This is about the Devil's Kiss?
Yes, because we all know what it is.
Yep.
I got the stairs and make that sound because all my body hurts. But whenever that happens, you go You don't do whatever those fools were doing.
Yeah, they don't have the rhythm that Booker T has with it.
But every time I go up and down the stairs, that's what happens with my hips.
That's me getting out of bed today. So last night I went to Dodger Stadium, Japanese Heritage Night. Of course, I'm always there. Just a lot of walking. My legs felt sore at the end of the day, and that's what it felt like getting out of bed to do this show today. Going here we go. Penta walking because my body is so beat up. for minimum walking uphill and shit.
Liv Morgan tells Nick Aldis she needs to take time off because to film a movie, which is granted. Dom wants time off too because he's a champion. He can do whatever he wants. The request is denied.
Unbelievable. And this guy was cheered at WrestleMania.
AJ wants to teach Dominic Mysterio a lesson. And then Pat McAfee. Before Pat McAfee does anything, but Michael Cole still wants to still thinks he can give his opinion and then not have anyone challenge him about it.
Trump.
Even if he gets carried away with emotion.
Yeah. Can I ask something? I want to go back to Liv Morgan. One, being tag team champions and asking time off and being like, yeah, sure, get it. We don't care about those titles anyway. Two, Nick can't do this. This is Adam Pearce's show. He just can't.
He said
you
are
are substituting.
He
did not, Manny. You know it. No, he didn't. When did he discuss all these hypothetical questions?
I don't know, but Marcus, when I was leaving a certain supermarket and I was a manager, I gave everyone time off that they wanted. Did that mean they were short-staffed over the summer when they're really busy? Sure. But I don't work there no more.
Yeah, so and I believe you and Nick are in the wrong here.
No, if Nick can do whatever he wants, it's not his show. If I was Nick, I would have traded. If I was Nick, I would have traded all the people I wanted.
Nick was out of control. He's giving people time off. He's making matches. Pierce did not have his matches show together, by the way. He's giving people time off. He's giving Sami an ultimatum to either come to his show and get a title match or stay here and die.
That was an ultimatum. That wasn't an ultimatum. That was a choice.
Yeah. and then, Manny, on top of that, we're about to get to this Pat McAfee segment. He decides to book the commentator in a match against the killer former world champion. Killer.
Again, Marcus. Again.
He's destroying Raw. Pierce should come back and be like, what the fuck?
He may be destroying Raw, Marcus, but did you see pull-aparts? Did you see security being thrown around on this episode of Raw? No. I think Nick Aldis runs a tight ship.
First of all, security getting thrown around. It only happens on Ava's show. And that's when Jordan Grace decides to launch a motherfucker, apparently.
Yeah, but there was no security on this episode of Raw. There was
no pull-aparts. Yeah,
there was no pull-aparts. Nothing. And then there was no point where Nick Aldis needed to run around flapping his arms, screaming.
Or Manny, his number one flaw needs a drink.
Yes.
Nick Aldis did this job sober, which telling me Adam Pearce, your days is number. Nick can do both.
Pat said way too many words.
There's a lot. Very inspirational, talking about how much millions he gets to his charity, and he's self-made and all that.
I don't believe any of that. I need to see his books before I start believing things like that.
I'm just going to say, let's say Pat's a good person, man. Let's just let it go. I thought it was a solid promo about everything that was going on. And, I was like, go for it, Pat. Why are we getting this match in Backlash? I don't know.
First of all, he put his hands on Gunther first. First. I don't give a damn about your character. If you're Marcus, if Jesus pushed me or punched me,
Jesus,
it would put attacking another man.
We're comparing Gunther to Jesus.
No, I'm comparing Pat McAfee to Jesus because that's what Pat McAfee tried to tell me this week. That he's a great man. If Jesus put his hands on me first, all hell's breaking loose. Why you put your hands on me? Why you put your hands on me first? Why are you shoving me? Why are you pushing me? Whatever happens next is your fault.
If Jesus was an egomaniac who couldn't accept that someone said, Jesus, you lost at WrestleMania.
No, Jesus is not Gunther.
Jesus is out of control. Jesus is out of control.
No. Pat McAfee is Jesus in this example. I am Gunther in this example.
Well, why would Jesus intervene in this?
Because he's Jesus. Pat McAfee wanted to play God in this situation, and he paid for it.
Pat got involved. Michael Cole was about to get destroyed. Again, Gunther's a killer. You saw what he did to Jimmy Uso. Michael Cole blood was about to be smeared all over the place for no reason. Pat intervened, hoping security would jump in. But, they can't say their truth.
Good. Look, it doesn't pay to be a good Samaritan. Just telling you people.
So I thought Gunther was going to get more time off, but he got a week? It seems like maybe a week and a half. Yeah.
He got a week, and he was spotted in London in his house.
Enjoying life. He was like, I get to kill Pat McAfee a week.
He better. That's all I'm saying. Redneck Pat needs to be slapped around the entire St. Louis.
Yeah. About him getting his ass kicked, he did look like he was afraid, at least. It doesn't look like he's going I'm going to kick Gunther's ass. Is it positive? He probably shouldn't have made the match. Probably regretting it. Hope all his boys get the business.
He did. When Michael got asked him, he was like, I blacked out for a second. I don't know what I did. Pat, you need to lay off
he gave a rallying speech when you go, and you know what? Pat McAfee might be the number one babyface overall now.
Nah, he needs to. If Gunther loses, I will be mad.
He's not losing. Manny, Gunther's gonna kill him. You know what? This is normally used for another man. He gonna dog walk that man.
So that was Raw. Was it?
Oh yeah. That was Raw. I'm thinking we already did the Sami segment. Yeah,
that was Raw. I think it was a good episode of Raw. It wasn't great. It was a good.
No.
It was a good one. Given that how short the build is to Backlash, they did what they could.
Yeah, you know what? And for Raw, I feel like it was everything. There would be a segment that hit, but there would be a part of the segment that I go, I don't care about that. Like in the same segment.
Didn't care. I did not care about Logan Paul, Jay. So I did not care about.
Did not care about that. Yep. I thought Lyra didn't bring the intensity. Or aggression or whatever.
I hope this isn't just a one pay-per-view thing. I think Lyra could really benefit from this.
Lyra's losing this belt and disappearing.
No, I think Becky needs to work with her for till Money in the Bank at least. I think Becky needs to really draw out whatever possible personality from Lyra. I think what Lyra is doing would work in the UK. Like it would work in terms of. I think presenting her accent to an American audience makes it difficult. Whereas like I've been in pro wrestling where a lot of Irish talent come in, and the way she's speaking just seems normal to me. You know what I mean? Like I didn't find anything literally purposely wrong with what she was saying. It was the delivery, and I think because I watch a lot of American stuff. I think you can tell when an American audience isn't going to bite on that.
So she said is she ain't ready for the pros, Betty. Put her back in the eat. No. But
because it's
I agree. It's the presentation. It's the words are right. It's just the delivery and the approach. It just seems it comes off unauthentic.
Because like if for instance Becky was spoken a proper accent, I don't think what Becky said properly would have the same effect.
Wait a minute.
No, like if you think
this isn't her proper accent, I feel like this is a very prominent.
Go back and go look back at Becky pre the man, and then look at Becky now. The way Becky speaks is completely different to the way to the way she speaks then. It's also like the chosen one, Drew, sounds completely different to Drew McIntyre now. Drew McIntyre has Americanized his voice. Did you not notice that?
No, never know. I just feel like Drew McIntyre got old and his voice got more groggly with age.
No, he puts that on.
I thought it's how it was. I thought this is how it be.
Yeah, and Becky
lied to me the whole time.
Becky and the man are two different people. So the delivery is different.
Next thing you know, you're gonna tell me Tony Storm and Timeless Tony Storm don't have the same accent. Many of his theories.
One's English and the other one's Australian.
Yeah, I know. the other one, I don't even know if it is English. I think it's American English. So, like, if she's been in Hollywood for a bit,
American theater voice.
Yes.
American English theater voice. Darling.
Yes. It's a fake English accent. Like she's doing Shakespeare, darling.
Or the theatrical gay men. How they speak.
Yeah.
Very
Very
overdone on TV. Because not all gay men speak like that.
No. This is the extreme circumstance. This is but whatever. Rob was a solid show. I don't really have much else to talk about. I mean, we covered LFG a little bit, but if you want. But
Marcus, I enjoyed.
I lost hope in all of them.
Marcus, Evander Holyfield's son is trash.
Who?
Evander Holyfield's son is trash.
Oh yeah. You know what? He's just a look. He looked like he could do something. But once you come up with the moniker, the Warrior, I go, oh, you could have did anything.
The Reaper, the Reaper. I don't know if it's the Jasper Troy, the Reaper, or the Jasper the Reaper Troy, whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't
he's cool. I think they're gonna push Silo to the moon anyway, regardless of LFG winning.
No. I think Silo is okay, but. I got all my money on who they're pushing to the moon. It's gonna be what's the blonde? The oxymoron Xena. Seems like they try to hype her up.
To be fair, I hated her when LFG started. She started to grow on me.
She's gonna be a star, man.
Like a bacteria.
She's the next Tiffany Stratton.
We already got a Tiffany Stratton. You can't have the same Tiffany Stratton.
You're gonna have another Tiffany Stratton. But maybe this one does decide to fight Charlotte in the back or something. I don't know.
Tatiana needs to go. Trash.
Can't call yourself the gold standard. When there was Shelton Benjamin. And he is so much better than you.
You can't call yourself. That goes for Tyra May Steele too. You can't call yourself the real deal. You can't call yourself the gold standard if you are not on those levels.
Okay. So the real deal, Tyra May Steele.
It works.
It makes sense. It all works. However, it can't work on this show. When you got that man's son right there. You basically saying you're gonna marry this man. He's gonna have his baby. At this point.
You can't say that when you're in the minors. You can't. That's like me. That's like us calling ourselves the best in the world when we're not. We're the best in South America.
Shit, we're the best wrestling podcast based out of Long Beach in London right now.
Marcus, I nearly bought a cameo today.
Who?
From Tony Chimmel. And I was going to have him bring announcers for the show.
He better put all that rated R superstar energy in it.
Yeah, we don't have an intro to the show. How cool would it have been to be announced by Tony Chimmel?
Be good until I'll be like, I'm not the rated R superstar. I'm going to need smoke. I need to start seeing clearly on this day. It's going to be tough.
Anthony Luke just needs to stop doing that stupid leg taunt. He just needs to stop doing that and he'll be fine.
I don't know. I've lost hope this week with all of them. All of them. Like when the judge was like, what are they doing? I was like, what are they doing?
I think Laurel Lee, the Asian girl, I think she did better this week in terms of the match she put out. Not the first match he had when the lights went out.
Yeah.
The second match, I think was it a tag match with P Nasty?
Yeah.
That was a better match. He had a better showing in that. Because Booker keeps telling me to the moon that she's gonna be a star.
You know what? I think she's gonna be all right. But I don't believe in her. I don't believe in BJ Ray. I don't believe in
I think he's gonna I think as what Bully Ray said when he had to make the choice between him and Cutler. Man, annoying people work,
boring.
Man.
Yeah, you're fucking boring, Cutler. Basically, that's what it came down to.
Yeah, and the thing is, he's fucking boring when he's talking in Dark State.
Yeah. But he done made it. He done made it, so it don't matter.
You don't know. He could be released or he could stay there for eternity, like JC Jane, Gigi Dolan. You could be a mainstay in NXT. You ain't going anywhere.
Andre Chase.
Andre Chase has been there for years.
Apparently he's only been there since 2021.
That's too long, Marcus.
They released. I know, but they someone posted they're gonna talk about this NXT class of 2021. I was like, damn, that was pretty deep. That's a good class.
That was a good class, and I think those three that we've listed, Gigi, JC, and Andre Chase, are the ones that are still there.
They're still there. Trick's still there too.
Yeah, but he's on
Melo's
TNA.
the only one. Melo and Braun Breaker are the only ones that actually get out, and I guess Stratton.
Yeah. I
Rest
think
of
wasn't
Austin.
Solo in their class.
Oh, Solo, yeah, Solo is in the class too. Solo had a quick come up though.
Yeah.
He had bloodline ties.
Yeah, but he won the North American title, allegedly.
You had
And
to
then-
give it up.
Had to give it up.
Yeah, but other than that, NXT's tonight. I don't know what the hell's gonna happen. I guess fallout from Rebellion with Trick, if he decides to show up, or Joe Hendry's gonna be on there. I don't know. What's up with your dog today?
She's downstairs with no one attending her, and she's by the window, and I'm assuming barking at people, colored people.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. This is her favorite part of the day. Manny, what you been doing all day? First of all, I can speak English now. Second,
First of all, I can talk.
yeah, first of all, I can talk. Okay, I've been barking at coloreds all day. It's been fun.
Let me tell you something that happened this morning. So I took her for a
boy.
morning walk.
Damn.
Morning walk, and I see a man, a white guy with a tiny Yorkshire Terrier dog, not on a leash. It's brown, and he's walking, smiling like those morning people that are smiling in the morning, like
Yeah,
good
those
morning.
fucking pappy ass people. I never can relate to them.
I
my
have
lack of
Rika on a
sleep.
leash. I have her on a leash because I know she'll run if I don't. If she's not on a leash, like, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I want to smell everything. I'm a little crack detective.
My great grandfather was a bloodhound.
And then-
to work.
The way this man said this thing to me, because Rika obviously went towards the other dog and they went to smell each other as dogs do.
Yeah.
He goes, bear in mind there's a brown dog and a white man. He loves a white dog. Oh, what are you saying to about my dog?
Ah.
Oh,
She's like a white dog, don't she? Don't
it's
she?
9 o'clock in the morning, sir.
Come on,
9
man.
o'clock in the
Come on.
morning. How dare you approach my dog like that?
I guess BBC does work for dog anyway. Yeah, your dog likes it. Huh?
Well,
That's all
this
it
dog was
counts.
even- if you think Rika's small, this dog was even tinier.
Hey, it's not the size of the dog, all right? It's the sound of his bark, I guess. I don't know. It don't matter.
No, but this is also Rika when she squares up to like big dogs. Like,
like-
this thing will eat you.
Yeah, start banging on him.
It's like when the Muppets fight, and then it's like a bird and it goes off screen, and then you see feathers come flying the other way.
Yeah.
That's when you hear a bird flying this way.
I expect the dogs to stand up to the bigger dogs, and you're like, what the fuck you gonna do? Oh, shit. This dog is sick.
You're the one that's got to show out. You're the one that's going to be embarrassed on the dog in the dog park if you lose to me.
Yeah, you're gonna get your ass kicked by me, and I got nothing to lose.
Oh. So yeah, that was today's show, and there's dog news from Manny.
Yeah. Rika's been saying a bunch of slurs in dog language out there. Like, I'm a dog, I can get away with it. Keep
But
walking, jigaboo.
we'll once again leave you with this. We'll go here.
Nope.
Thought it started was dating Negro guys. His true feelings came out, he just couldn't hide. Hey, Negro man, if you are not still in his natural
Particularly that he's as soft.
He's not a man unless you live in Hogan is black Americans, and then he puts up with Mexicans. Hogan is black Americans.
Not Virgil. Not Virgil. This is where The Rock got it.
Yeah. Hogan's just missing the bell bottoms. But maybe The Rock remembers it that way.
Can you imagine if that's the way you remember?
Yeah, I got whipped by a balding old white man in bell bottoms. He didn't have bell bottoms, all right? I remember bell bottoms.
It was
beat
the
the shit
70s.
out of you, didn't he?
It was the 70s.
It was in the 70s. He beat the shit out of me.
He was telling me disco was on the rise.
It was Saturday Night Fever every night. John Travolta was on the dance floor. Everything was right in the world. The cocaine was pure.
So that was today's show. We'll be back Thursday for NXT and Dynamite. I'm assuming there'll be more TNA shenanigans this week on NXT as Trick Williams decided to show up at the end of TNA pay-per-view on Sunday, even though fuck Joe Hendry for trying to say a big WWE play was coming. It was just Trick Williams.
I mean, Trick is on the second highest rated television show on WWE, Manny.
Just because Raw's on Netflix, that don't count.
Yeah, no. That's what counts. He's on the second biggest wrestling show. In fact, he could argue and say I was the second biggest wrestling show in the world on national TV.
I don't know the views of Evolve on Hulu.
It's not on TV. And it's Tubi, Manny. It's Tubi.
It's the same thing. I don't get those channels.
Yo, missing out on Tubi, man. Tubi got the movies.
There is a link in the description in the chat if you want to watch what I've had playing in the background, which I currently don't get. There's a woman with boxing gloves fighting a alligator.
Respect.
Yeah. So
Money on the alligator, though. Money on the alligator.
Yeah. So it's the Pro Wrestling E stream. Go check it out, and then yeah, if you like it, go subscribe to them.
Yeah, and if you also like this product that we put out here on a bi-weekly or tri-weekly basis, please donate to the show. There's a link also there in the description. Does it work?
Yes, pay us.
Yeah.
Pay us so I can get a bell-bottom rock.
You know what? In fact, if you guys start paying us, we will start doing the show in bell bottoms. And Manny will whoop a black man on TV. Not me. I'm not going to be around for that episode.
Yeah, I won't do that. I will not do that.
He'll get his dog to do it. He'll get Rika to do it.
She's a bad bitch.
Racist too. She get her colonizer outfit on. It's ridiculous.
Actually, when she's being racist, she's dressed up as Steve Owen, the crocodile hunter.
Crikey, Manny, crikey. Damn, he's been dead a long time.
Yeah, he has.
Damn.
Yeah, so we'll be back Thursday. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't. And
choose wisely. Don't choose death. Don't be like Sami and Pat McAfee. Choose wisely. Sammy's dead under those people. You know what? I had a choice to put Sami in this image where he's on the ground and getting tended to, where he's dead behind there. But I was like, you know what? It ain't worth it. I'm gonna put this black man on the screen.
and look at this dead man walking.
Yep. This is the last speech. And everybody know it. Going against a real man at Backlash. You're gonna die, Pat. It's over. All your charities, all your millions down the drain. Stephen A will win. Be the first thing I do if I'm Stephen A. Pat McAfee's dead. They got ESPN got to pay me money now.
Did you see there was a massive argument on First Take yesterday about Shador Sanders.
No.
It got heated. What? So like Stephen A's got this conspiracy that everyone just wanted to prove, all the 32 teams wanted to prove a point.
I'm in his camp. I'm in his camp kind of with that.
And I mean I can see it, but I also get the point of, if they're not gonna, if no one picked you by the second round, no one wants a headache with a backup quarterback because they view him as a backup quarterback.
Yeah, but also, I just feel like they projected him to go one. We're back.
Yeah.
He's been projected to go number 1 or 2 or 3 or stuff. And, he's a Heisman candidate quarterback. And you trying to tell me none of these bums, he's not better than any of these bums. And you may say he may be a headache of a backup quarterback, but whatever. Talent comes first.
Talent does come first. But again, if they wanted him, someone would have picked him.
Yeah, but I think they could have concluded. I feel it was a collusion. I feel like they just didn't want to pay him. That's what it is. You don't have to pay a 5th round or anything.
That's true. But I feel like, and I don't understand why Cleveland traded up to get him. I really don't get why Cleveland traded up to get him when they already drafted a quarterback.
Well, they have 4 quarterbacks now. They have Flacco, they have Sadir, they have
the other one they drafted,
Deshaun Watson, and then they have I think they have Kenny Pickett.
They have Kenny Pickett, and they drafted another QB. They drafted 2 QBs.
So what is Kevin Costner doing?
I don't know.
It always comes back to draft day. Especially because the Browns are involved. Just seems like they're poorly ran.
But I would have thought by the 4th round the Steelers would have just went, fuck it, let's take him. Yeah. The Steelers need a quarterback.
Any team would just go, fuck it, right? I feel like it's the worst that can happen. Fuck it. Second round, okay. Like, let's say he don't go in the second round. The 3rd round, that's where you go like, what the fuck? Maybe, but then it gets all the way to 5th. Then you go like, all right, they're fucking around. But this is too extreme. Too extreme.
Someone said the Steelers didn't want to pick him at 1 because they ran that experiment with Kenny Pickett, and it didn't work out. So by the time he comes around and he's available to you at 3 and 4, at least take the chance, because then it's not that big of a gamble. You didn't waste a 1st. He's still around. You didn't waste a 1st, and you ain't gonna be a laughing stock. He will be the laughing stock, not the Steelers for drafting it.
Yeah, it's a 3rd round pick. Who cares? 4th round pick. Who cares?
But like, I firmly believe he's going to prove people wrong at the Browns. That is a job that he can easily win. That is a job he can easily win.
Yeah, I mean, he's going against a 90-year-old Joe Flacco, the Deshaun Watson, who no one believes in anymore, and he can take that job. But
yeah, he can take that job.
I'm rooting for him. I'll be honest. I'm rooting for him to kick ass. I've never said this about any quarterback ever in the Browns, or that wasn't a Packer. But I hope he proves everybody wrong, and he gets his money anyway and say fuck the NFL. I would just quit.
The one thing I have for him is he needs to distance himself from his dad, because his dad's gonna make that. His dad is part of the reason why this has happened.
Yeah, but
you can say it's the off. It's not even the off-field issues. It's more the I'm gonna sandbag interviews to teams I don't really want to necessarily go to. The whole I'm not going to work out the combine, and all these other things.
I agree with not working out the combine. Though I would never work out the combine. Fuck it.
But then you've got his dad going on TV saying, yeah, there's teams that we don't want to go to, and then try and pull an Eli Manning situation.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm going to say this. I've never seen Shedeur Sanders play in the NFL.
Neither have I.
But give you this. Hold on, Manny. Hold on. I've never seen him play in the NFL. But I will tell you this right now. I think he's better than Eli Manning at this current point than Eli was ever in his entire career. And I'm just saying that right now. I could be wrong, but I can accept that if Eli can say what he said and not get penalized, I feel Shedeur Sanders should be able to go. I feel like he's a better player.
But Eli never said it.
His dad said it.
And Shedeur never said it.
There was so much going on. Yeah. Shedeur never said it.
But for Dion to go on a TV talk show and say it, that cost your son. That cost your son millions of dollars.
Yeah, I don't even feel like it shouldn't be that way.
It shouldn't be that way, but that's how they think. That's how these people think.
Yeah, it's horrible. I think they're wrong. They're 100% wrong. I want to prove them wrong. I can't help it. My dad is Deion Sanders, the most braggadocious player in the history of the NFL. You act like he gonna shut the fuck up without he's 50 or 60 years old. He ain't shut up in 40 years of this man.
Yeah, and then I see the comparisons of like if he's gonna be a backup, you don't want him to be like Tebow. That Tebow circus was a nightmare. Wherever he went.
Yeah, but Tebow was, he wasn't any good. But isn't that a good situation? I have a quarterback that make it start. And the circus. I'd rather have that because the Browns are going to suck either way.
They will, and he's in a situation where he doesn't have to win. He just has to produce a good film that gets him to another team.
He got to survive.
He's going to make it through. He's going to make it through training camp. He's going to make it. He's probably going to play until the end of his rookie deal. However long that they're going to give him, because like normally you get 4 years. Mm-hmm. He might sign a 2-year deal,
and he's going to be with the Cowboys.
That's if he shows out. If he shows out, and gets paid.
Yeah,
even then, I don't know why the Cowboys didn't even try and go in on this.
Yeah, it is like that's where I go with conspiracy more than when people are like, oh, he wasn't good enough and all that. After having so much hype, someone would just go fuck it, right? Like in the middle of that, someone just go fuck it. I take Shedeur Sanders. What's the worst that can happen?
Because I can see why the Jets didn't take him, because I think they're all in on Justin Fields. I think they're going to try their luck next year. Because I don't think Justin Fields is the guy.
Of course not, man.
This is his third team, and I don't think he's even completed his rookie year.
No.
Rookie season, rookie contract.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to work for him.
I don't think it's going to work for him, and then we'll continuously search for another quarterback.
It's just Pinky in the brain with the Jets or in some of these franchises. The Jets, the Browns. You can put all these teams in the same category, these loser franchises. Lions have got out of there somehow, but they'll be back. The Bears. It's the same story. What's the plan for next season's draft? We need a quarterback. It's always the same with the teams.
This Jets chat, I had about 247 unanswered messages on WhatsApp regarding this draft. My phone nearly fell off the table because they wanted to commit suicide.
A little darkness, my other friend.
Please don't put too much stock in the NFL draft. I mean, this is the highlight of our season. Yeah, this is the highlight of our season.
The draft means nothing for about 3 or 4 years anyway.
And let me tell you something. The draft did get me hyped up.
Oh.
It's the annual go look on eBay, go look on all these like secondhand things. Go find myself a Vinny Testaverde's Jets jersey.
I think to this day, still probably the greatest Jets quarterback. Not named, I guess Joe named it for like half a minute.
I love Vinny Testaverde.
Most people do, man. There's no reason to hate him.
I want that jersey. I don't know why it's taking me this long to find it.
You can get a Vinny Testaverde and a Keyshawn Johnson jersey, Vinny. That's prime Jets right there. That's peak.
No, because I could go to the other prime that we had.
With Rex Ryan in him?
I could pull out a Sanchez jersey.
Would you go Chad Pennington or Sanchez first?
Sanchez. Sanchez got us to the AFC Championship game twice. We lost it twice. But he got us there twice.
I for the record would like to say that is fake news. It was the defense that got him there.
That's true too.
It was not Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, but Mark Sanchez
was there. Yeah, he's only known as the butt bubble guy now.
Yeah, but if I wear that jersey, some people might think that's my actual name.
Well played.
I also found a Jets jersey that says Pendejo on it, 69.
Yes.
And I really want it, Marcus. I don't even think they spelt pendejo correctly.
It don't matter. Everybody knows what it means.
I really, really want it.
Pendejo. I like to think that's a real jersey, and then Manny's like, "Oh, his name was Pendejo."
No,
Oh,
I
shit.
searched it. I can't find if it's real or not.
I'm sure it's not.
Look, number
All right.
69.
Yeah. I can't really read it, but yeah, I agree. Manny, that's not Pendejo.
That's not a real name. That can't be a real name. I've searched it. That's not a real name.
Manny, pronounce that word out loud.
Pendejo.
I don't believe that's Pendejo.
I think that's the white person's attempt to spell it.
Okay. I believe it spells something else, but I'm going to let it go.
The problem with this is it's size small, and I can't lose enough weight to fit in a size small.
If anybody in the chat would like to read that for Manny, what it actually says, I'm going to let him buy that. I'm going to let him buy it.
I'm not buying it. It's a size small. Won't fit me.
Man, the jersey says Pinocchio, which means pussy. That's not Pendejo.
More sense that I can't wear that.
That's not Pendejo. I'm just letting you know.
Marcus, I don't speak Spanish. I may look like I do. I don't speak Spanish. I don't even hang around Spanish people.
Oh my God, he's a bigot.
Marcus, the amount of Mexicans in England do not compare. I mean, in London, do not compare to the amount of Mexicans that live in California.
First of all, it's a whole Latino community that is mostly Mexican that lives in California.
Exactly.
Appreciate it. You guys aren't cultured over there.
What do you mean?
And I
We
would
got
say
Turkish
take it.
people. We got Greek people.
So
We got Italians.
that's just variations on the term white.
We got all forms of African people here. It's so great. We've got West Indian.
It's so diverse. You sound like Trump. It's so great.
It's so
We
great.
got them all.
It
It's
is.
so great.
I showed
So
Rika
many
a video.
peoples of colors.
I showed Rika a video of an African dad telling the dog off, like watching the Westminster Dog Show. Why can't you do that? Look at your friends.
Yes. No money.
Maybe next week on Thursday there will be no show, but because we are preempted by the Westminster Dog Show, it'll just be Rika barking at the window.
Barking out the window.
Yeah, there is no show next week on Thursday, unless you want a very bloody "a man can't talk and his jaw about out here."
What are you talking about? That's every John Moxley match.
Exactly, and I'm not John Moxley. All right, we could have ended the show 10 minutes ago.
We could have ended 30 minutes ago. At the 36-minute mark, the show kind of ended.
Welcome to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show.
But hold on. I would like to add this. I know the show should have ended. If Thursdays there's no show, I'm 100% down watching the Rika stream and her barking at black people out of the window. I'm 100% for it. I'm watching that stream. Why did he get barked at? He's black. Maybe not black enough. She can sense it. She can smell it. She can smell it. Damn it. She can smell the black and mild at Newport. She's...
in its place next week will be this. So like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and stay tuned for the trial of Fiasco the cat.
Yes, the long tease trial that has actually aired at one point.
None of us look like these photos anymore either.
No, Manny's head isn't as large and long anymore. And I don't know what the hell I'll be going through.
You look like you're
like in this image, I am nearly 2 feet tall.
in this image, I don't know what you're trying to do, but it looks like you're trying to be a magician.
I'm presenting my case.
No, it looks like it's this your card.
I was like, I need to jump off this chair and be like, all right, guys. Boy, he's short. He's 5'2". These people are sitting down.
This thumbnail's ridiculous.
Yep.
Yeah, so like the video, subscribe. We'll be back. Peace.